Happy November. Welcome back to another monthly reset video, you guys. Thank you for being here. If you're new to my channel, I love creating these monthly reset videos every month. This one's gonna be a little bit different though. This one's gonna be a little bit more chatty and a little bit more of a mental reset rather than like physical as far as my space goes. I wanna talk about October. If you guys saw my most recent video, your girl's been in a little bit of a slump lately. October was not great for my mental health, but I'm happy to say I'm doing so much better now. To get myself in the right headspace for a little monthly reset, I'm gonna first start by doing some coloring / journaling. I recently picked up these from Amazon. They come in a pack of 2. One is gratitude, one's mindfulness, but they're basically coloring and journaling for inner peace, and this one is coloring and journaling for a grateful heart. I'm obsessed with these. I will link these down below. They basically have coloring pages on the right side and then little prompts or sayings on the left side, and it has just been so therapeutic and super cute. I apologize for the lighting. The sun is shining bright today, but my prompt for today, I'm doing one out of the mindfulness book, and this one says, imagine a peaceful place. Describe its elements and how it makes you feel. And then there's little flowers on the bottom that I'm gonna color. I also got this pack of 34 markers, and these are the ones that I'm gonna use to draw. I'm entering my hobby girl era. I'm calling it now. While I'm coloring, I figured I would talk about my October goals and just kind of review them and see how I did. I have them in front of me here, and I'm just gonna warn you, we're gonna start off pretty rough with these. My first goal was to post once per week on Instagram. I did not do that, you guys. I don't think I posted once in October so far. I did really well in September, and I'm not really sure what happened. I think I just kind of lacked motivation. I don't know why, but at least when it comes to Instagram, I have like no idea what to post. And I'm also like not the type of person that like goes out all the time. I'm such a homebody. So I don't always get like pictures or things like that. And then when it comes to making reels, I don't know, I'm just such a long form girly. The second goal that I had in October was to book a facial. I also didn't do this, but I did look into it, and I think I'm gonna go with a Hydra facial. However, I'm not exactly sure the place yet. And also facials are so expensive. It's like a couple $100s. And from what I've seen online, they only last like 4 to 6 weeks, I think. Like part of me like doesn't want to spend the money on that just because it's a one-time thing, but another part of me knows that I should treat myself, and that's been one of my 2024 goals, is to get a facial, so I feel like I should follow through with that. So that's definitely something that I still need to do. I told you we're gonna start off rough, but don't worry, it gets better from here. My third goal for October was to schedule my annual doctor's appointment, which I did. That appointment's actually in a couple of weeks. And my last goal was to try a new hobby. In September, I did pickleball, and in October I did drawing, and that's why I bought these drawing books as well as all of these markers, and that was my hobby for this month. I like it way more than I thought I would. As a child, I was not into arts and crafts at all. I hated coloring, I hated drawing, like anything like that. So it is very surprising to me that this is something that I'm picking up now, but even though I am terrible at it, it's been really therapeutic, and I do feel like I'm like, I don't know, kind of healing my inner child by doing this. Definitely recommend. It feels good to just kind of be creative a little bit, but also it's just very peaceful. And it's one of those activities that just takes my mind off of my day and the things that are going on in my life. I'm gonna have to finish that drawing a little bit later because I have 1 hour until I have to leave. I signed up for volleyball again, which is really exciting. I ended up taking the summer off just because we were really busy, but I've joined it again and we play on Sunday evenings. I have to leave in an hour. I have some laundry that I need to do. I also need to get ready for volleyball and eat dinner. All right, the bed is made and I have about 40 minutes before I need to leave. I don't know about you, but this whole year has flown by literally so fast. So one of my goals for November and honestly just the rest of this year is to try and slow down time as much as possible. I actually watched this video from Ali Abdal. I'll link it down below, but he basically talks about how to slow down time. And basically he says that by having novel experiences, which is like doing new things that are outside of your normal routine, that will help slow down your perception of time. So as we enter November, that's definitely a goal of mine. When we do the same thing every day, it can seem slow during the day, but when we reflect back on it, it seems like it just flew by. When you actually throw in something that's new and different, when you look back on it, it helps to break up time in your mind a little bit, and it helps things feel a little bit further apart. As you guys know, I am a huge routine girly, and I think that's why time for me has flown by, just because I am doing the same thing every day. So yeah, I want to come up with some sort of list for things that I can do in November that are more novel and just different to help slow down my perception of time. And if you guys have any ideas, comment them down below, please. All right, I need to figure out what I'm eating for dinner. Honestly, I have like random things, like one piece of pizza, and then I have some rice, so I might just have both of those. That is very random, but it is what it is, and I am in a rush. It's the next day. It's actually Monday, so I went back to work today. I'm about to go change and then finish up my monthly reset tonight. I've been thinking more about the whole like novel experiences thing, and I actually made a list of just things that I'm doing this month that are novel and just different than normal. So I'm gonna share that right after I put like a comfortable sweatshirt on. Okay, so like I said, when it comes to these last couple months of the year, I want to do everything I can to slow down time. So I have my planner out and I'm just kind of gonna read over the list that I made of things that I'm gonna do in November that will help me slow down time. All right, so here is my calendar spread for the month of November. The first thing I'm doing is that I have my friend's bridal shower coming up. So that's obviously like a one-of-a-kind thing. That's gonna be really, really fun. I live in the US, so we also have Thanksgiving in November, and we're actually hosting that at our house, my husband and I, and both sides of the family are coming. So that's gonna be really fun. Also, I have a younger brother. He is 2 years younger than me, and he might be coming up to live with us for a couple weeks. I'm like fairly certain that that's gonna happen. So that's gonna be really fun, just having him here, and that will definitely change things up a bit. And then a couple other things that I added to that list are, one, try a new recipe, because that's definitely something that I have slacked on recently. That used to be a goal in my past where I would try a new recipe, I think at least once per month, but I haven't been doing that. I have been trying more like baking recipes, but I need to branch out when it comes to dinners. And then the last thing on my list is to try another new hobby. Like I said, I'm in my hobby girl era and I'm loving it, and I want to continue to branch out and try new things, and that definitely helps break up my routine for sure. All right, let's move into the goal setting portion of this video. I am currently pulling up my goal spreadsheet that I use. It's from CoPlenty. I will always have it linked in the description below in case you're interested in that. I'm just gonna take a few minutes to brainstorm some of the goals that I wanna set for this month. If you guys watch my other monthly reset videos, you guys know that I try to keep my monthly goals pretty simple, realistic, and attainable. This is what the spreadsheet looks like. There's a place for you to put daily habits, and then weekly goals, as well as overall monthly goals. And these are divided into different categories like personal, wellness, financial, career, and other. Then there's also a place at the bottom for if you want to do your monthly reflection journaling here. I personally do that in my physical planner, but if you're more of a digital journaler, here you go.